Subtle difference than all the other lighting circuits that we've actually wired at college is that we've now got two cables. We've got two twin and CPCs here. We've got the feed coming in, so we've got a line, a neutral and a circuit protective conductor coming in this case from the consumer unit. And going out we have a switching line, a CPC and another neutral. I know at some colleges where there is, say, one cable coming down to a switch of twin and CPC, often it is the blue is a switching line conductor and is identified with brown sleeving. In this case, where the feed has been taken to the switch, doing the two-plate method, both the blue conductors are actually neutrals. Let's look at terminating first of all the CPCs. So let's fold the other conductors out of the way. So let's get those out of the way and we'll concentrate on connecting the CPCs. We've got an insulated box and an insulated switch, so we don't need a CPC. We need it if there was an exposed conductive part, a metallic light switch, etc. However, we're still going to need it as part of the circuit and further upstream, so we're going to connect them in the back of the actual switch itself. Remember the rule for Gary is it's approximately about 70mm longer than the box for all conductors. So if I cut those off at that point just there, and then we can over sleeve it. So we've got to put our green and yellow sleeving on. So I can measure the length approximately down to here. Fold it then in half, and we can cut those two to exactly the same length. There's one, and there's the other. We're still going to double over our terminations, so I'm still going to double them over to go into here. So take our CPC, might just trim it back a little bit, and I'm just going to double it over, a technique we've seen many times on the channel before. Take the other one, trim it back, and double it over. Like so. PC is terminated into the back of the box. Just dress those out of the way. Let's do the neutrals next. So let's take those two neutrals down to here. Again, approximately 70mm longer than the box. And this time we're going to use our Vargo. This is a 3-conductor connector. We could have had a 2-conductor connector. I just couldn't find one for the video. So we've got a 3-conductor connector here. And on the side of it, as shown in previous videos, you can see that you've got to strip back to 11mm the insulation off the conductors themselves. So we'll do that next. So approximately 11mm. Take my knife. Okay, so pop that one off. And we go. Taking our Vargo connector, lift up the levers, insert our conductors in like so, and then just, there we go. So they're now connected. So we've got those two conductors connected. Could have had a 2, we've got a 3-conductor connector there for our neutrals, and again, they're going to need to be placed inside the box out of the way. Line conductors, again, approximately 70mm longer than the box. Cut those off. I'm going to take our knife, going to double these over as well. So we're going to double these over, do them approximately the same length. Double these over, taking slightly less than half, folding it against itself, squeezing up the gap, taking slightly less than half, folding it over, squeezing it up against itself, get rid of that gap. So I've got 2 doubled over terminations ready to go into the actual switch itself. The switch I'm going to use is a one-way switch, common and L1. Doesn't really matter which way around they go, but I will put the incoming line conductor in common and the switching line in L1. So take the line conductor, just push it back into place. So as I'm holding it there, I'm going to hold it in place as I tighten it up. My switching line and going to L1. Again, hold it into place as you tighten it up. There we have the connections. Okay, let's just take a little bit of PVC insulation out of the way. So let's have a look then. So we've got our permanent line coming down into common. We've got a switching line going back out to our light fitting. We've got our 2 neutrals connected together in a Vargo connector block, and our CPCs are secured in the back of the box because it's a fully insulated box and switch. Remember, this method called taking the feed to the switch can often be called the 2-plate method. Really key that we remember that.